Hello, my beautiful trap babies. I hope everyone is happy, whole, and healthy. I know I've been missing for a little bit, and I apologize. In the midst of my absence, even though it's been a few days, I've been holding myself to discipline into this channel, and in the midst of my absence, I've be very wary of who you allow in your energy, okay? Be very wary of who you allow to come back. Be very wary of the new people that you find yourself connecting with, and just who you allow in your energy, because, and I'm talking across the board, like it's more than just the lover or anything like that. Like, just, it's so important to protect your energy. Especially as spiritual beings, because when we have that momentum, and when it's flowing, we can lose sight of things if we allow the wrong people into our energy. Okay, I don't know who that message is for, but I feel like that is just a message across the board for everyone. So I've been, in and out of myself, and just regaining who I am, you know what I'm trying to say, as I keep going through these death and rebirths, and as I keep moving one step forward into this new era, navigating this new era. I don't know who's messaging me, but that's a dub. Okay, so someone could receive a text message. Okay, someone can be receiving a text message from someone who is strictly trying to be nosy. They're trying to tap into your energy field, okay? Because my phone's always on do not disturb. So the fact that a text message just came through just really ticked me off, because I'm like, why? I shouldn't even see that. But anyways, that's a message hoe, right? So neither here nor there. I already said the prayer. Special welcome back to all my OG subscribers. I love you guys deep. If you are new to this channel, he, she, they, them, okay? Flip it, twist, reverse it however you need to. However, if it do not fit, do not make it stick. I had someone in my comments of one of my videos trying to tussle with me because I said he, she, they, them. And I'm just like, I'm like, I'm saying this to y'all. I did my one with them, but I wasn't going to go into the 2, 3s, and 4s because, again, energy, right? When I created this channel, and I don't even know I'm saying it to y'all because I know y'all gonna get it, but when I created this channel, and I say my prayer before I go to do these readings, however people go to God, Allah, whomever you want to call it, consider it, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, again, however you present yourself before the higher power, before God, has nothing to do with me. Nothing, right? And however I present myself has nothing to do with you guys, right? And so that's why I say he, she, they, them, because I've met a lot of amazing people who don't, and it's not even about sexual orientation or anything. They just go by them, or whatever the case may be. I don't know it, whatever. I do not care. When I made this channel, and I prayed to God for these messages and for these readings and this clarity and truth, I'm not here to strictly say he or she or whatever. Like, all of this energy is fluid, and I feel like I don't need to keep barking up the tree because, whoever said it, they probably won't even be in the next reading. And if they are, baby, that's for you. Like, I'm not here to judge how somebody presents themselves before God. Like, it has nothing to do with me, okay? So I never will. Look, literally on this deck. Reflect without judging. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I could give a fuck less about what the fuck is going on, right? But, I'm like, yeah, I must be getting somewhere along and on this channel for this to be the bullshit that I have to deal with. But neither here nor there. Let's get into this reading. Yeah, let's get into this reading, guys. You see, we back at the trap. That one reading that I was decoding for days, look, as it wants to try to appear, I left that shit alone. I said, because that is also another reason why I was unable to get into the stew, because it was sitting up here taking up space. And I just said, yeah, no, whoever the message is for, we don't even give a fuck. can't, so won't. You feel me? So with that being said, let's tap into the spiritual realm and see what it is that spirit has for us today. All right, Holy Spirit, what is it that my trap stars need to know at this time? What is it that my trap stars need to know at this time? We're going to put this back, but y'all seen it first. And that's the second time it came out. What is it that my trap stars need to know at this time, Spirit? All right, so for some of you, okay, listen, we just going to put this out there. Don't, take it if it resonates, whatever. Someone here could be finding out that someone has gone to jail. You could be getting some sort of call, okay, text message, whatever, or a letter, but you're going to be hearing some type of news that there's a possibility that someone got locked up. Okay, this person can be older than you. Okay, that's just something we have to put out there because that's what we're seeing, right? So you could be getting wind or hearing that someone was locked up for whatever reason. Someone could be calling you asking for bail money or asking for some sort of assistance, or maybe they want you to appear before the judge with them so they can look like, their story is whole. Wow, official person. Okay, no making this shit up. Then we have gift, okay? House at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know what this energy is, but there could be someone that you could be hearing from that is going to jail, okay? Or that is in jail, whatever the case may be. But also what I'm picking up on with this energy is that you're going to be signing some sort of documentation that is going to free your mind, is what I'm hearing. Like some of you can be having some sort of worry about a legal proceeding, or about a settlement or something that's dealing with, this could be a boss with this official person, anything of that sort. You could be having some sort of worry in regards to that. And Spirit is saying, you will be released from this burden, okay? And stability will be yours, or you will go back to things being normal, okay? I don't know who that message is for, but this is what the reading is. Look, the devil flew out in reverse. I'll top it out, mature man. So wow, look how I split the deck. The Wheel of Fortune and the Star card. Whoever I'm speaking to, whether you or this mature masculine energy, or if this is someone in your life, I feel like certain things had to take place in order to remove these shackles with this devil in reverse. In order to gain independence for this masculine energy, they had to remove themselves from some sort of equation, okay? Now, hear me out too, for my divine feminines. Sometimes we move, this energy is fluent. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. And sometimes we find ourselves moving in masculine energy instead of feminine energy. So for some of you guys, you can be moving in this masculine energy. You know what I'm trying to say? And Spirit is saying you need to remove that. You need to remove that thought. You need to remove this action, like, this pattern or whatever it is, because that's not of you. You're literally causing yourself restriction for no reason, okay? You're putting yourself in this chamber, and locking yourself out of the blessings that are for you. So again, if someone is in jail for whatever reason, I feel like this was needed to keep them away from the devil, and they will have some sort of mental breakthrough. Someone could have been on drugs or taking in substances, whether that's drinking, smoking, whatever, all types of shit, right? And I feel like they could be called to go to jail literally just to help them, to save them, okay? But for others of you, if that's not the case, or you don't hear anything like that through the grapevine, this is Spirit telling you that you're leaning too much towards your masculine energy, and that's why things are not getting done. And you need to have some sort of you need to let go of whatever these worries are, okay? Because they are restricting you, okay? They are restricting you. Look, it came back out again. So with this imprisonment here, again, we're going to leave that jail situation where it's at. We're going to leave that where it's at. We're not going to keep going about that, or talking about it. But I feel like there is someone who, again, just, they can't see where they're going. They're just blind to everything. And, you know, they've created these, I want to say lies. Like they created these lies about themselves that is really detrimental to who they are. And it's like, I'm not, you know, again, I'm not saying that these things aren't happening, but what you're creating in your mind is causing these things to happen. Whatever this is, like you are imprisoned to your own thoughts. There's no action here. You see how it's a bunch of thoughts with the swords? There's no action. So Spirit is saying that, you know, this is a cycle that you need to stop. Okay. You know, when it's good, but when your mind gets to churning, shit gets real ugly real quick. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to release that. It's time for you to release these shackles. Okay. You're not imprisoned. Okay. Like you're not imprisoned in your mind, your body, or your soul. Some of you guys could have gone through some sort of breakup, and that could have kind of caused you to just kind of shut yourself in and throw away the key. And Spirit is like, no, baby, heal your mind. Absolutely. But it's time to move forward. Okay. It's time to release and move forward. So whoever this message is for, you know, this is a cycle that you need to break. Okay. This is a cycle that you need to break for you to move forward in this life. Okay. So, we have a message here with this King of Wands in reverse, okay, and Six of Pentacles here, also Hangman. So I feel like for someone here, you're waiting to make a move, but there's some sort of message or documentation. There's a green light that you're waiting for in order to make this move. And that's why this King of Wands is in reverse. Like you can't do anything until you get this letter, okay? Or until you get this judgment or whatever this case may be. And, that can be maybe the reason why you feel so imprisoned in your mind. You know, if you're waiting on a check or something like that, you know, it's like, hey, I want to take action. I want to do these things, but I can't because I don't have the means, and I'm patiently waiting, you know, and maybe even speaking on the means or trying to rush it in is causing the delay is what I'm hearing. Okay. So just put a pin in that. But with this King of Wands, I also feel like there is someone who wants to take action towards you. Okay, they want to try to restore things with you, but they're afraid that you're not going to receive this information, or they're afraid that you're not going to receive them, you know, the way that they want you to. So you can have, again, we had that random ass text message that popped up on my phone. You can have someone trying to randomly come back around, or, you know, you can have someone who wants to bust a move, but don't know how to, because in the past, you know, they weren't in the past, you know, it was all complete utter bullshit, I feel like, on their part, you know what I'm trying to say? And so I feel like they probably took in the past, and, you know, now someone needs your energy. Someone needs your energy. Without your energy, they are imprisoned in their thoughts. Someone here needs your energy in order to survive, and they're going to try to come back around. And I'm not saying like they'll just off, you know, but what I'm saying is you fueled them in a way that they've become dependent on. And you could have cut them loose, especially with that Devil in reverse. And now they're forced to go back to their old ways, their old thinking, you know, these old cycles, and it's ugly. And they want to come back around, but it's like they know they can't, right? Or to come back around and not have what they need to keep the thing going is a no too, right? So this is really, I mean, this is like, it's not all over the place, but I'm definitely picking up on multiple storylines, okay? So you guys will have to flip this how you need to, because there's multiple storylines here, right? So whoever this official person is, I feel like they're going to be bringing you in something that's going to make you very happy. Again, and you don't see this coming. We have the sun and the moon. Something's going to balance itself out in a way that you will be able to flourish in, right? right? In a way that is going to be amazing for you and your family. Again, whether this is, for some of you guys, this can be a manager that's going to come in and offer you guys a raise or a promotion. Someone could be getting offered a long-term position, okay? This could be, you know, maybe you were being sued for something and now you find out, hey, nope, you know what I'm saying? Credit card companies, whatever the case may be, that will end up falling in your favor. You know, maybe you were in some sort of accident or something and now, you know, you're finally getting that check or communications finally going through, so that way you're able to catapult into what this is. You know, you're able to take the next steps, whatever the case may be. But with this official person here, I feel like someone of a higher status is going to come in and bring in some good news, and you don't see this coming, okay? It's not that you haven't been waiting on it, but I think the moment that you let it go, when we talked about it before, I think you allowed the space for this to happen faster, sooner. But there's something that this person is going to bring in that's going to create balance, a beautiful homeostasis within your life, okay? And this can be happening from now up until Leo season. Don't have to, it just can, because we have double Leo with that sun, and then with this with that strength card we've seen, okay? So whatever it look, and it could be in regards to your money. Someone could have stolen something from you, an inheritance, or someone could have tried a destiny swap with you, you know, or you know, there could have just been a bunch of bullshit. You could have just been going through this vicious cycle, maybe because you were stuck in your masculine energy and you weren't nurturing anything. You're just like, I gotta get it done, you know, that you could have been stuck in it, and now all of a sudden something's coming in to kind of ground you and to ground the situation. And whatever this is, right, it's a gift. And then we have the home at the bottom of the deck. You know, excuse me, confirmation. You know, when you purchase a home, I mean, you don't, you even if you stay there for a little bit and then sell it, you're in there. That's your home. Like, you don't have a home in an apartment. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like whatever this gift is, it's something that can last you, or that will last you, or it's something that you'll be able to pass down as an inheritance, okay? Or leave as some sort of legacy. What is this gift? Wow, the Tower in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is going to sound crazy. For some of you guys, the gift is the fact that you didn't give this person a second chance, and now you're going to receive some sort of gift for not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're the type that always allow people to come back, okay? Whatever. Something about May and July is very significant, okay? Someone could be born on the 29th, the 22nd, the 17th, okay? Just take that if it resonates. Or someone can, that could be somebody's area code, 729, whatever, 717. I don't know what these area codes are, but I'm hearing like 717 or 729. Just take it if it resonates. But I feel like for some of you guys, the gift is the fact that you are no longer apologetic for the bullshit for the bullshit that people been on, you know, like you are no longer showing love to adversities. You're no longer showing love to things that try to destroy you. Like, you're no longer resisting that change or being very emotional, you know, about it. Okay. It's bringing in some sort of, fulfillment. Okay. And it's going to turn around and allow you to have a new love for life. Look, y'all. It's going to turn around, allow you to have a new love for life, but it's also going to bring in a new sense of purpose, okay? That King of Wands that was once in reverse is now going to be in the upright as an Emperor, okay? What is this gift? What is this gift, Spirit? What is this gift that's coming? Look, justice. I told you some sort of court litigation or something is going to work out in your favor. You're going to receive a massive gift. You're going to be celebrating, okay? Reasons to celebrate. King of Pentacles here and 10 of Cups. Fool and the Empress, guys, complete. Wow, the World card. The gift is that. So listen, this is how this gift is going to look for some of y'all. For some of y'all, the gift is the fact that somebody is locked up. You don't got to worry about them, right? Justice has been served. For other of you guys, this gift that's coming in is the fact that this official person, everything has moved in your favor, and now you can start this new life, this new path. For some of you guys, the gift coming in could be, pregnancy, or hearing or a miracle baby is what I'm hearing for some of you guys, whatever. But most importantly, this gift that's coming in, it's coming in after a period where you finally broke the chains to these toxic, and negative patterns and cycles that you've been living in. You finally broke the chain, and now you are able to, you let the tower fall. You not worried about it no more. No love lost. And now, because you allow something to end and you didn't put so much emotional power behind it, now you have a brand new beginning when it comes to, your physical, your mental, and your emotional. Okay. And there's levels to this shit, and it's beautiful, and it's going to bring a lovely partnership towards you. Okay. For some of you guys, this could be a chance of love, or this can just be happy and happiness and harmony. This can be you celebrating with your friends, finally going on vacations, finally taking care of yourself. For some of you guys, just finally being able to, again, tap back into that homeostasis, that beautiful balance of life being normal again. Okay. And it's a different normal. It's a new normal, but being able to breathe after feeling like you've been locked up behind something, or after feeling like you've been caged in. Now you have, look at all these beautiful colors. Now you have this gift of just beauty and luxury and a clear mind. A clear mind is really what I'm picking up on. Okay. So if this message resonated with you, please hit that like button. Okay. If you haven't subscribed and you want to join the trap, okay, to get your re-up, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I love you guys, and I love you for free, and I will catch you in the next reading. Peace.